You actually taking a shot on you and God. Because here's the deal. God, when he created all of you, all of us, he gave you a gift at birth. At birth, he gave it to you. The cool thing about God is he didn't hide it from you. He didn't put it on a mountain. He didn't put it under the water. He didn't hid it under no rock. He put it in you at birth. God never created a soul without giving them a gift. All of you are gifted at something. The problem is you keep wanting your gift to be what somebody else's gift is. That's a problem. If you ain't really an actor, why you acting? You just got to quit wanting your gift to be somebody else's gift. Identify your own gift because you already have it. Here's the way you identify your gift. Your gift is the thing that you do the absolute best with the least amount of effort. That is your God-given gift. That's it.
You are still gifted with life and health and strength and integrity and ideas and concepts and creative potential. Oh my God, you are gifted. If you do not allow fear to rob you, fear of perceptions, what will they think? What will they say? What will they do? How will they feel about me? The fear of misperceptions often robs us of the gifts that God came to give us. Gives you a gift. Instead of running toward it, our propensity is to run from it. Because after all, who knows what's in a gift given until it's unwrapped? Perhaps it is not so much the gift that I want to warn you about, because ultimately God's gifts always will pay off in the end. Perhaps it's not the gift that I should sound the alarm about and tell you to watch out for. Perhaps it is the wrapping paper. Because God's greatest gifts are often wrapped in problems, in anxiety, in worry, in chaos. God's greatest gifts often come to us camouflaged in a fine array of disgusting, perilous circumstances that seem insurmountable. Great gifts can come wrapped up in being fired from a job. Great gifts can come wrapped up in a package where somebody you thought you couldn't live without walked away and left you. In fact, God can give you a gift and you not feel gifted at all. In fact, being gifted can be a problem with God, because many times when God gives you a gift, people are not happy for you. They don't celebrate the gift that God has given you. They don't come to worship the gift. They often come to kill the gift, to destroy the gift. Because whenever God is getting ready to rearrange your life, you've got to open up and say, change whatever needs to be changed, move whatever needs to be moved, shake whatever needs to be shaken. I'm available to you. I trust you. I open this gift by faith. God is up to something. Take a look inside.
Learn how to handle the winters. It's a fact of life. Winters follow the fall. Difficulty follows opportunity. So the winters are going to come. The winter of sickness, the winter of disappointment. Personal winters when your heart is smashed in 1,000 pieces. It's simply called wintertime.
Those obstacles that you will encounter, that's how you grow. Here's something I was reading that Harriet Beecher Stowe said. She said, when you get into a tight spot, until it seems that you cannot hold on for a minute longer, never give up then, for that is just the place and time that the tide will turn. When you're working on doing the things you want to do and fulfilling your dream, there are times when your energy feels so depleted. And I can tell you from my own personal experience, don't give up then. That's when most people turn back. No. If you've decided that this is what you want to do, you've got to become courageous to face it and step forward. And ladies and gentlemen, that is what gives your life meaning.
And that's what I'm telling you. It's possible for you to conquer your winters. There's no winter powerful enough that you cannot with the ingenuity of being a human being, of figuring out a way to get through it. Make this note: winters don't last forever.
Everything that happens to you, there's a lesson in it. If you look at it, whatever happens to you, just look at and view life that you're a student of the universe and say, what's in here for me to learn?
It's easy to get satisfied where we are. When we've seen blessing and favor, we can start thinking that we've seen our best days. But God never does His greatest feats in your yesterdays. They're always in your future. What God has in front of you is more fulfilling than anything you've seen in the past. But sometimes before it gets brighter, it gets darker. There are times the good has to come to an end to make room for the best. Why did my business slow down? Why did this door close? It's all a part of God's plan. He's shaking things up to move you out of the good into the best. We may not like the process. We're doing the right thing, but the wrong thing is happening. Thoughts will tell you it's never going to get better. Don't believe those lies. That disappointment, the slow season, didn't stop what God has for you. Your relationship didn't work out. God knew it was going to happen. He's already lined up someone better than you can imagine. Your business has slowed down. That setback is not stopping you. It's setting you up for new levels. You may feel like you're coming to an end. You're running out of opportunity. What used to work is not working. Having a hard time making ends meet. Maybe you're running out of strength. You're weary. You can't take it anymore. When you come to the end, that's when God steps in and not just helps you get through it, but He says, I've saved the best for next. The best relationships, the best in your finances, the best in your health, the best in your family. You're happier than you've ever been. The fact that things are running out doesn't mean God has forgotten about you. It's a sign that God is about to do something that you've never seen. That person that walked away, don't get bitter. They had to go so the best could show up. You'll say, I'm glad that old goat left. That old boyfriend left. Look what the Lord has done. When you see the new door God opens, how He gives you influence and favor that you've never seen, you'll say, Lord, thank you. You saved the best for now. Don't be discouraged when something doesn't work out. Something runs out. You feel like you're at the end. You don't see how your business can make it, how your marriage will last. When you come to the end, it's a good place. That's when God steps in. So He can open doors bigger than you've imagined. So He can give you health, joy like you've never seen. The best is not behind you. The best is next. Keep the right perspective. Father, this looks like the end, but I know it's a sign that you're about to show out in my life. When life is good for us, we're happy, we have no complaints. But sometimes things change. We're facing an illness. A friend we're counting on walks away. It's easy to live discouraged, running out of favor, running out of health. But there's only one reason you're running out. The good is about to give way to the best. The best is simply something that you've never seen. Favor that you've never seen. Opportunity, finances. The best is in front of you. When things run out in your life, instead of complaining, keep the right perspective. It had to run out so you can step up to who you were created to be. What you're doing in the running out seasons is very important. If you go around bitter, trying to get even, that's going to keep you where you are. When doors close, when people turn on you, stay in peace. You're coming to an end, not because it's over, but because the best is next. Opportunity that you didn't expect, creativity, good health, more than you've imagined. People can't stop your destiny. Closed doors can't stop your purpose. Bad breaks can't keep you from what God has ordained. Keep doing what God asked you to do. Keep being good to people. There was a widow in the Old Testament. Her husband had died, and now she was living alone with her son. They did fine for a while. Then a drought came. Their crops dried up. She used the funds her husband had left. Now those funds had run out. everything came to an end. She was preparing her last meal. They had already accepted the fact that this would be it. The prophet Elijah saw her out picking up sticks. He said, "Do me a favor. I'm hungry. Will you make me something to eat?" She said, "Elijah, I promise you all I have is a little flour. We've exhausted all of our resources. We just have enough for my son and myself." Elijah asked her to do something that seemed selfish. He said, "Go ahead and make that last meal, but make me a little loaf of bread first." She took a step of faith and cooked him a meal first. Elijah ate that meal and said, "The Lord God of it says, there will always be plenty of flour until the time the Lord sends rain and the crops begin to produce again." From that day forward, week after week, for 3.5 years, the oil never ran out. She had supernatural provision. She went from running out to running over. You may feel like you're running out of strength today. You're weary from everything that's going on. Get ready. Running over strength is coming. You're running out of resources. Business has slowed down. Get ready. Running over resources are headed your way. Running over blessings. Running over opportunities. Elijah said, "Make me a meal first." God is saying, keep me first place in your life. When you wake up in the morning, take time to thank Him for the day. Thank Him for who He is. And all through the day, under your breath, you can talk to God. "Lord, help me to do good at work today. Lord, thank you for giving me wisdom." The scripture says, if you'll acknowledge God in all your ways, He'll crown your efforts with success. It was a sacrifice for this lady to make Elijah a meal first. But when you choose to obey, when you do the right thing when it's hard, you're setting yourself up for God to show out in your life. Can I tell you, you haven't seen your best days? You may feel stuck. That all happened for a reason. The best part of your life is not behind you. The best part of your life is the next part of your life. You wouldn't be discouraged over that door that closed if you knew what God was about to open. You would put God first place with no problem. Sometimes we think that we're running out of time. It's too late to accomplish my dream. It's not too late for you to become all you were created to be. God has not forgotten about the dreams He put in your heart. Opportunities that didn't happen years earlier, you didn't miss it. It wasn't the right time. The people had to be against you. The business had to not make it. God saves the best for next. Because you keep God first place, you're going to go from running out to running over. Your latter days will be better than your former days. Get ready. The best is next.
You can't quit, man. There's somebody having it way harder than you, and they didn't give up. Get yourself together. God got a great life for you. All you got to do is ask Him for it and wait on it and be willing to work. Faith without works is dead. That's all you got to do.